So it's been a hot minute, but last I checked, we just got our girl Pamitha. Who wants to chit-chat? Oh, the love of my life. Pamitha, she seems to have something on her mind. You approach Pamitha, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those first moments when we met, that vote of confidence in me which you relayed to that nice headwind boy. What? That vote of confidence in me which you relayed to... Okay, that doesn't make sense. In those first moments when we met, that vote of confidence in me, which... I'm grateful you were willing to see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group and you just go with it? However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I've business with my blood sister Tamitha and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story all in all. One that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time. And we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest until such time. Especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me, and besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. Let's ask Sandra what's on her mind. So then, we are back on solid land, or something like it, Then this must be Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Though I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves might just descend from up on high and strike me with another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader. Sometimes it keeps me going. Not that I have any real choice. Now, we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. Until our next appointment. Pamitha's moonshine, kept close at hand in the off chance of a good occasion or a very bad one. Oh, it's got a snake in it. How exciting. All right. I think, though, we're just off. We'll continue our journey. Sulphur Main, a precarious path leading towards the woods. The lone minstrel cautions that the one path down the cliffs is rather treacherous. Not that I had a choice. The wagon has hit a snag, descending the Black Craigs. Its wheel is stuck. Jodariel is not pleased. First, that blasted little bird. Now this. Though you lack Jodariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all of the hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing Sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward, down the jagged slopes towards Waking Wood. Your companions who explored ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. Ah. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here. Ooh. Lands to the east of Waking Wood riddled with Black Craigs. Let's start with Pamitha. She says she can find a talisman, and that might be helpful. What's up, Ripley? You stretching back there? Having gone the route Pamitha recommended, she directs you toward a particular crag. Crag? Craig. No word. No more conspicuous than any other. They clip our wings before they cast us down, you know. But just the same, we learn to flit around a bit. Just watch. Pamitha swoops up to a nearby peak and disappears behind it. She does not keep you waiting long and returns bearing an item of some sort. For you, reader darling, we high-wing remnants stash away such things for such occasions. Pamatha found a fairy spirit. It should come in useful. After bearer banishes an adversary, spawn a moon drop, which briefly grabs infinite stamina. Okay. As fairies presumably do not exist, it is likely they came to no harm in its creation. That's helpful. Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Waking Wood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling, he ought to have met us here. He said he would find us himself. Aye, he was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be your guide, as always. The rites beckon, and the rites take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then, let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? The lone minstrel notes 2 possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. A small clearing east of the Glade of Lugh. The lone minstrel says his client Sandalwood studied the rites here. Contains the grandest trees in all of Wakingwood. The lone minstrel says his client Sandalwood once resided here. Let's go Braymore. Although I feel the other one would have given us some sort of bonus. Sandalwood has led a long life compared with any of you, at least. In the latest years of his exile, he became rather reclusive for a variety of reasons he shall no doubt explain. He found some solace here in these woods, though I fear I cannot locate his residence without him. Unfortunately, you find no trace of Sandalwood, and without him there to guide you, you remain quite lost. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backward appear to match the route you took to this point. Let's go with Ray. She seems drawn to this location in the Burnt Grove. Not that I distrust my boy Tizo. He can do no wrong. The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there shall be time to pursue your vocations. Yonder crystal seeks Jodariel. You call upon me for some purpose, my reader. Alright, Jodariel, you need but choose among those unenlightened fools with whom you travel. Let's go! Oh wait, yes. I don't know if I want quickness, actually. What? Let's do this. You ask Cassandra to administer one of her special trials for Jodariel. That surly demon, is it? She could stand to lighten up, though I fear that is not a secret I can teach. But let us bring her forth regardless. Soon Jodariel appears in heat of the summons. What is the meaning of this, reader? Hopefully. Hopefully I don't lose. I'm very nervous. What is the meaning of this? Reader, where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my humble home, demon. You are good at taking orders, no? State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weaknesses perhaps outweigh your strength, though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong. Old, she says. Very well then, reader. Let us show her whether she is right. Oh god, okay. shift is what I wanted. I did not press the correct button. Oh, I'm so clunky. I'm so clunky. I'm absolutely gonna lose. Yeah. I haven't touched their pyre once. I'm so clunky. Ooh. No. Okay. Should have taken a hope. Oh, that was a little stressful. Only because I'm a little clunky with the controls. Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I am never satisfied, Demon. However, your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. That was a strange experience. What do you have there, reader? You received Soliam's horn for completing Jodariel's trial. Oh, she casts her aura farther and faster than usual. Excellent. Alright, let's sift through the ashes. He was here! He was here! You mean Sandalwood? If I may ask, how can you be so certain? I think from this. It says something. I don't know what it says, but I feel like it has to mean something. Ray produces a small strip of bark she found in the ashes. At first it seems like nothing of interest until you see a message carved onto the inside. You found a bark strip. It must mean something. It can be sold at the slug market. So it's some kind of message from this Sandalwood guy. Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? Cinderroot, a hushed clearing south of the Glade of Loo. Grounds well traveled by saps knowledgeable in the rites. It is due west. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day coming. Let's forage for resources here. Celestial residue. Arrgh. I think celestial residue is just going to be so much better. Yeah, +6. It's just going to be so much better in the long run. A hushed clearing south of the Glade of Loo. You have reason to suspect the informant Sandalwood may have come through here. You arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again, the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as your search through the area yields nothing. Then, something startles the little imp Tizo. A tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges towards him, and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. Hail, Tizo, but you look famished. Here. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. Sap, tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. Having allied with them, the Commonwealth achieved in decades what it could not achieve in centuries. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Wolfred Sandalwood. He is the lone minstrel's client, Headwind's informant, and leader of the Nightwings. It has been too long, Wolfred, sir. Too long indeed, Tariq. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. I think that you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. The sap looks upon the lot of you. You cannot sense his thoughts. We shall see. Then he turns to you. You must be the reader. I'm certain that we will appreciate your efforts here. My kin, though. We all appreciate your efforts here, my kin, though we shall manage on our own from here on out. You're welcome to continue on with us, of course, though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all of my books. You consider what to say to all of this. Wolfred intends to relieve you of your duties to the group. You have been assured your freedom. You categorically refuse to be cast aside. The leader of the Nightwings has returned. You can tell you are no longer. This cannot be happening. To come this far only to be brushed aside by some strange sap. I'm gonna insist on staying. You stand your ground, meeting Wolfred's steady gaze, and assert to him that you do not feel your commitments to and from this group have yet been satisfied. Hold on. Wolfred, sir. I'm Headwind. My companions and I are the one who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you, and also to this reader. Not just a reader, they are a friend. My friend. They're not disposable. We made them a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Wolfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you'd have come to grasp this much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we've started off on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to go to, do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere, for it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Now then, Tariq? Aye, Wolfred, sir. Come, let's have a chat. Of course, sir. Wolfred strides toward the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Wolfred Sandalwood joined you. He knows much of the rights. Welcome him aboard. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the Glade of Lu, where the stars directed you. Wolfred nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. Page revealed, the demon. Ooh, Wolfred. He seems to have something on his mind. Let's talk. As you approach Wolfred Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon, rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a time, then... Tariq, if you have a moment... Oh, he has a pipe. Hi, Wolfred, sir. What is it? This reader. You deem them worthy by your estimation? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Wolfred, sir, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that their achievements are self-evident in having reached Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet they and the others followed them. Indeed. Your words make sense as ever, Tariq. And what does little Tizo think of them, I wonder? Tizo indicates that, as a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. Aw, Tizo, my boy. There you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. High praise isn't oft spoken by these two, my kin. Nonetheless, I shall be watching you. Now pardon us. Tariq and I have matters to discuss. They leave without another word, although you think you notice the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. The demon, in the words of Gol Golathanian, the Master General. Emperor Mur, scarcely could I recognize him when at last I found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered countries, feared my emperor then in such a way as I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, He was already fighting for his life. The little imp, Haub, proved of little help against the Sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. I read that tonally so wrong. Alright, let's go talk to Falcon Ron. I have some shinies. Oh, hey, guys. You know, I guess I didn't get the word out about this new franchise, which we opened here just now, so to give you a great deal, just tell your friends, okay? Oh, and hey there, Mr. Sandalwood. Good day to you as well, Ron. Alright. Oh, I might need that in the future. I will sell the bark strip. I might actually sell this. I'm gonna hold on to it for one more right, just in case. But I might sell these too. I'm not doing a whole lot with them. Come see us again, guys. Let us commence the rite. You and your fellow exiles arrived at the sacred site called the Glade of Lu, and now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The woods about you bring a sense of tranquility you have not felt in some time. But then you notice one of the trees move. It shuffles towards you and regards you with an exaggerated bow. Well, goodness! By the roots of Lu's Glorian, it would appear the rumors are correct. The Nightwings have returned. Lu's Glorian 100 Minds, third of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites known as the Wise or the Philosopher. He is said to have fathomed every thought, and his wisdom flows through the river of his name. Oh, but where are my manners? One moment. The sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Much better. Obsessed. 8 manly Tinderstauf at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me. He is a sycophant who seems certain he will land a position of high standing once he's free. My fellows and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chastity. We soon shall stand against you in the rites. For now, I am just whiling away the time making small talk. The Chastity, a triumvirate bent on exploiting the rites to gain status in the Commonwealth. Now then, as I have introduced myself, your turns. To whom am I speaking? Then, in your mind's eye, you see Volfred and hear his voice. Manly Tinderstauf is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourselves to him, nor me. Well? Beneath her mask, Jodariel stares back at him in silence. You suspect Volfred's message may have reached every member of the group. Why, now how very rude indeed. Well, fine, ignore me, but you do so at your own peril. Anyhow, once this evening's rite commences, any moment now, then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, and now I do believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have to chat again some other time. Now come along, come along. Manly bows again and wanders off into a clearing as the stars begin to burn. Who will I be bringing with me?
Once again, the stars align themselves before you, reader. And here now at the Glade of Liu, I have to say, you've come so very far. But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity. It could be yours instead. Please show the Chastity that the Nightwings are superior.
Working on it, King. I wonder, oh honored Nightwings, how well you know these woods. Why, these woods would strangle you, and I'm afraid I could do little to stop them, even if I tried. You might do better to be aware of them. When Jodariel continues to ignore him, he grows upset. Why, you insolent! Then fine, let us begin the dance indeed. He shoves his mask back on in a huff. And allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return unto my proper station in the Commonwealth.
Who shall conduct the rite?
I will use her. She's right there. Okay. Oh yes, I'm gonna use Sir Gilman so I can test that out. I might as well use Pamitha because we're right there.
The choice is cast.
You can count on me, reader darling. Are you quite ready, finally, O Nightwings? May all those masks of yours ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, let's give the stars a show. What is happening? May I present to you Humboldt Manly Jr. Manly's sapling, which not only has a name but bears a similar posture and likeness to him. Why, he is every bit my equal, and is poised to guarantee this tender south line shall have a bright, bright future. He goes on and on about his sapling for a while. Can you be quiet now, so we can do this right, baby? This night, now as ever, is in full accord with you on this, good Ray. Now, isn't he just the most precious thing you've ever seen? The sapling is nothing but an extension of Manly. If he is banished, the sapling should cease to trouble you as well. I don't see the sapling. Am I blind?
Manly and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, reader. There are many who would welcome his return. The Nightwings are the first to strike.
Oh, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing in upon our little soiree. Oh, do be careful now. These grasping roots and vines, they may not hold you in such high esteem as I. Oh, that's rude. Manipulating the forest. That's not fair.
Your adversary Manly is comfortable in this suffocating glade. Yet he longs now for the comfort of his Commonwealth estate. Perhaps such wealth ought to be reserved instead for you.
Oh dear, the woods are closing in. Uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you just stand aside a while, we could put an end to this that much sooner.
Audacious, aren't we? The orb engulfed in fire.
Say, have any of you noticed how it's feeling rather crowded out here, Almost as if the 100 Minds himself resents you being here. Yes, I think that's it. So cease with all your scurrying about with that damned orb and let me handle this. I don't like this.
Sir Gilman into flame.
All right, you Nightwings, I've had it up to here with you, or perhaps I've simply had it up to here with all of these encroaching plants, these miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me.
Sorry, Manly.
Ooh. Oh,
Well,
shoot.
now that was exciting.
Oh, gosh.
Has
Okay.
doused the flame.
Ooh, that means I can get some Gilman in
Go
for another
on,
go.
Just once more.
Ooh. That's so greedy. Oh, crap.
Beneath
Extra greed.
contempt.
Oh, but the computer doesn't know what to do. That was so rude. Oh,
All
crap.
three
Okay.
Nightwings. Poof. Quite the close call there, no?
Oh, crap. Oh, this computer. Okay, yeah, they get that.
No law against throwing in the orb. Ow.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. Wow.
This word. And it is
Ooh.
the Nightwings prevail.
Wow, that was
As though the
stressful.
scribes themselves stood by
The
their
computer
side.
was on one.
The right is done.
I knew we could prevail, though Mr. Tinderstaff there, I think he's really upset now. That ought to wipe the smug look off that sap's face. Well, my. Oh, worry not, oh Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I am very, 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 very disappointed. I thought perhaps that we had something going on here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decided to spit in my face. Fine. We'll have to see where all your rudeness gets you. Now, ta-ta.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
Stress.
The moon-touched girl has greater understanding than it
The 8
seems.
scribes, they so inspire me, and now I feel that I have grown somehow closer to them, maybe. That would maybe be helpful. And try flinging the orb more.
Desperate for honor, this Sir Gilman may yet learn something.
Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness. Oh, that'll be helpful. Oh. I think this is the route I
Light
want.
of the sea sojourner, the exiled Pamatha perhaps can learn the errors of her kind.
Well, Tamitha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether or not you like it.
holy power of the eldest matriarch.
Oh, I just noticed the art background.
Until the
scribe.
stars align.
That was well done, Mykin. I'm beginning to see why your companions vouched for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course. After triumphing over the chastity in a decisive victory, you return to your wagon to consider your next move. An adequate performance back there. Adequate? Yes, adequate. For the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader there consult the stars. See where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. Did this knight hear you say high up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend. Let's have a look outside then.